What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another episode of In It Twinge It. We are coming at you with a brand new team. This team looks incredibly susceptible to intimidate. We have 5 physical attackers, so I decided to throw a Milotic in here to counterbalance that, as well as a Togamaru to pretty much redirect some of those electric attacks from my Milotic. The items we're going to be using here are going to be the Wiki Berry Milotic, I think. We're using the Choice Scarf Garchomp, Focus Sash Aerodactyl, Razor Flang Togamaru, which is pretty much the same way we run the King's Rock. It's just I only have one of each in game, so we're running the King's Rock on our Raichu, but we're running the Razor Fang Fling on Togamaru. We're then going to be using the Iapapa Berry Arcanine and the Flying EMZ Shiny Event Red Gyarados. It is a pretty cool team that can deal with pretty much anything. I think if I were to try and play a standard team without any real sort of gimmicks or anything, this team definitely fits my playstyle. You have Juicy Tailwind Setters, you have Fake Out Encores, you have, a Scarf Chomp, multiple flying types to be able to pair with the Scarf Chomp, cool use of Z-Move in the Gyarados, and then double Intimidates with 2 Toxic users being Arcanine and Milotic, as well as 2 Recovery users being Arcanine and Milotic, Milotic using Recover and Arcanine using Morning Sun. So this team can do just a little bit of everything. It has some bad matchups against like harder Trick Room teams, but I think this team can fight pretty much anything, and I actually haven't really tested it all that much. So hopefully we can win some games. Hopefully we don't just get bodied on the ladder. Let's hop into some games and see if we win some. Here we go. Alright, so our first game is going to be going up against Arcanine, Kartana, Koko, Snorlax, Beanie, Nihilego. Watch out for the Trick Room on the Nihilego, watch out for Bulldoze on Arcanine, and I think we should be fine. So if I were to bring Milotic here, Milotic's pretty good against Arcanine. I think it works against Feeny, I think it works against Nihilego, works against Snorlax. It's not good against Kartana or Koko, so we can assume the Kartana and Koko are definitely coming. I don't even think the Arcanine might not be coming, because even if Arcanine wants to come, does he really want to fight Gyarados, Aerodactyl, and Garchomp? I really don't know. So we know that they're bringing Kartana and Koko, so if we have a team that beats Kartana and Koko, we should probably lead with that. I'm thinking about going, let's think about this. I want like Gyarados to get the safe Intimidate up in the Arcanine. No, I don't like that. What if I think I'm gonna go Garchomp and Gyarados. I think that's pretty solid. It even technically can deal with Feeny in certain matchups. Yeah, we're just gonna go Garchomp Gyarados here, because I really think a combination of like Kartana and Koko are gonna be in the lead, and if we intimidate the Kartana, it doesn't really have any big plays to make. After that, I think my Arcanine is still decent. I just don't know if I want to bring it. It's not. Oh shit, only like 10 seconds. Holy moly. We'll bring the Milotic and we'll bring Arcanine. I actually don't want to bring Milotic for this game, just because we know that the Kartana and Koko are going to be in the lead. But if we get rid of those, I guess it's pretty good. I don't really like the Milotic here. I wish I had more time to do that team preview. Maybe I would have brought other stuff, because I brought both my Intimidators. I didn't bring my Speed Controller, but I don't think I really need it. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think Togamaru was a good pick either, so this is fine. Nihilego and Koko. Holy Scarf Earthquake. My life for Scarf Earthquake. That is what this is. Alright, where's the sash, right? One of these guys has to have a sash, or otherwise this game is over. This game is just over if there's no sash. And even if it's like a Scarf Nihilego, I think we're still fine. So the most greediest play would be to Earthquake and Dragon Dance, but I think there's a sash somewhere. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Earthquake, right? And we're actually just gonna be waterfalling the Nihilego, because I think that's the priority sash user. And I might be able to eat a Power Gem if he decides to Power Gem me. If, like, let's say he's Sash and he has Power Gem on my Gyarados, it wouldn't have really mattered if I used Dragon Dance. So this should be fine. Hopefully Scarf Chomp pulls through. Oh my gosh, Scarf Chomp, the legend. What did he think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? Of course I'm using Scarf Chomp. And there's the Sash, just like we said. So if he's going for Trick Room, it's not going to get up. If he's going for a Power Gem on Gyarados, sure, I'll let him get a KO on my Gyarados, but I really don't think it's the end of the world. He is going for the Power Gem. So, I mean, I guess I could have protected with my Gyarados, but we actually live because we are a little bit invested in HP, and we do want to seal up his ability to Trick Room, which is why I decided to attack. I potentially foddered my Gyarados to guarantee that we didn't get Trick Roomed, because remember, we're using like mostly sweepers here, so we have a pretty big advantage, I would say. Pretty big. And let's see what the last 2 Pokemon are. Maybe Feeny? Maybe, well actually, if he were to send a Kartana, that means Kartana doesn't have a Sash. Just a note. So there's Kartana. It's no sash. It has nothing. All right, I think I'm gonna switch out Gyarados for Arcanine here. Right? Right? What if I actually... like, I'll Earthquake, it's fine. I'm actually gonna Earthquake. And I think I'll just Protect for a turn. It's really predictable, I guess, but I don't mind wait. Actually, is that the play? Actually, the correct play is the Z move the Snorlax, I think. Or Z move the Kartana and Earthquake. Because this guarantees Kartana goes down, I think. Because I really think he's going to be weak between my Chomp. Because I really think it's like a Scarf Kartana or something else, which means it doesn't really matter. Well, maybe not Scarf, but like Z move. It's some type of Kartana that can just KO the Garchomp, I think, through the use of some move of something like that. So we'll see what happens. Leaf Blade comes out. Is it on the Gyarados? No, it is on the Chomp, just like I said it would be. And that means that the Z move onto the Kartana is going to be the right play. We're ignoring the Snorlax, but remember, we have 4 Pokemon left to deal with it. I'd like to see it come back from that. So anyways, we're going for the, this is the actual event Gyarados. This is going to be the Bouncium Z, Flying Z move on Gyarados, Supersonic Sky Strike. I love this. This is probably my favorite Z move animation in the whole game, and it's just so refreshing to see Gyarados just like take off into the air and just smash down. And it's actually a pretty strong Z move. I think it's like a 90 base power move. So it's pretty good, and Snorlax didn't go for a curse. I think is the correct play, but I really don't see a way that Snorlax really comes back from this. So are we going to get the 4 stock in the first game? I mean, I think I played everything pretty well, but it looks like his team just incredibly susceptible to Earthquake and Scarf Chomp and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, from the way I played this team, I don't think this team is as dominating as it seems. Like, I don't think it's just guaranteed 4-0s leading Scarf Chomp Gyarados, but you know what? We take those. And we accurately deduced a lot of things. Like, we're like, well, we know he's going to bring Coco. We know he's going to bring Kartana. We have to keep his Nihilego Trick Room honest. So I think we played everything correctly. If he wants to keep on trying to, what is this? Go for, oh, did we crit? Yeah, we needed it. He goes for a cycle. All right, he's gonna try and like grind us out, but I don't think he really can. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just speed this up then. I thought he was just gonna run because he technically should just run here. There's like no way that he wins, but he doesn't know what we have in the back, so he's not technically wrong in staying in for a while to fish to see what we have. But I'll just Toxic him. I'll show him that we have Toxic on our Arcanine, and then he'll run. So that'll be that. So it'd be funny if he actually just attacked my Gyarados first turn, or this turn. But we're gonna win. It's just gonna take a little while. It's unfortunate that he's not running because I wanted to go into the next game, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Anyways, we go for another Waterfall. Maybe we'll get a flinch or something like that. And he goes for another Curse. Yeah, he might be thinking he has a shot, but like, bro, I got Toxic. Like, you got nothing. You got nothing. I got Toxic. I have 2 Toxic users. So 1 Toxic should be enough to grind this guy out. Here we go. 1 Toxic to rule them all. And he's going to be recycling. This is going to be like the saddest recycle ever. Yeah, there's the Waterfall. I hope I hit the first Toxic. I've actually missed a lot of Toxics this gen. So, alright, cool. We hit the first Toxic. That's good. That's something that I needed to happen. And we didn't actually get to use our secret Garchomp move. But hey, it's fine. So, let's see. He's a +1 right now. Is that a crit? No, that's just how much damage that does. He's only a +1. I intimidated him. That's fine. We're just going to come in back with Garchomp, I think. Do I want to come back in with Garchomp? I'm really surprised I did that much. Maybe he's a +2. We'll see. I'm going to check. I'm going to check and see what he's at. Because that did a little bit too much, I think. No, he's a +1. That's really weird that he would do that. He'd one-shot my Arcanine. Oh, he's probably fully invested in attack. And that makes complete sense if he's fully invested in attack. We're going to go for Earthquake. We're going to go for Waterfall. We will be able to grind this one out. It's just a little bit closer than I wanted it to be. So Earthquake comes out. It's probably going to do like 10%. Waterfall is going to do 10%. And if he wants to go for some sort of recycle play, if he lives somehow, like he's Toxic, so we win. Yeah. Oh, and we get the flinch. We take those. Those are things I take. We're like, that's right. Give me that flinch. Waterfall, best move in the game. So pretty good first game. I mean, we sealed it up by revealing our Toxic, but we didn't reveal our second Toxic. So even if those are best of 3, we would have been fine. Well, maybe. I still think we would have been fine in best of 3 because his team just can't beat Scarf Chomp. And that's his problem. I mean, that's his problem for running Coco Nihilego leads and thinking that it's safe. But we're going to have another game and see if we can keep the win streak alive. Here we go. Alright, we're going up into the second game of the day. We see Snorlax, Arcanine, Marowak, Porygon, Kartana, and Ninetales. So we have to assume there's most likely a Sash or a Scarf or a Light Clay on the Ninetales. I've seen all three of those recently. I doubt there's a Sash on the Kartana. It's probably Z-Move or Scarf. And one cool thing about this team you might not notice, there's no Tapus in this game. There's no Tapus in this game. None of us have Tapus, which, that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool. So I think I'm actually going to go, like, I would love to go Aerodactyl Garchomp here. But I don't know how that deals against, like, Porygon. So I could go, like, Togamaru. I don't want to go Togamaru in this game at all. I think I'll just go Garchomp, Aerodactyl, and then Milotic and Arcanine. I think that's what I'm going to go. And so if he gets a Trick Room up, I'll just kind of try and wait him out, I think. Yeah, that's probably the best I got. Alright. And if he weeds Ninetales, we'll see what happens. If he weeds Ninetales and we eat a Scarf Blizzard, I'll be sad. But it's not the end of the world. Looking at his team, he definitely wants to Trick Room me. So we can assume he's probably going like either Ninetales, Porygon, Snorlax, Marowak, or like maybe Porygon, Marowak, Arcanine, Snorlax. And all those things are stuff I can technically deal with. I have the Toxic users. The Hail will be helping me out. So I think we should be able to get this one. Maybe he has Toxic users of his own. I am being pretty reliant on the Toxic for the Trick Room matchup. But in best of one battle spot, like, I think I should be able to get away with it. And he doesn't have any like Steel types. He doesn't have any Tapu Finis or anything like that. So I should be able to Tox most of his stuff if I really want to. Let's see what he's with. So Ninetales, Marowak. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's Earthquake time, guys. It's Earthquake Rock Slide. I was going to double Rock Slide, but I'm just going to Earthquake. Earthquake's such a good move. Earthquake's the best thing in the game. And no berries. Remember, Aerodactyl has Unnerve. You forget that Aerodactyl has Unnerve. Alright, so I kind of want to Sky Drop the Ninetales, to be honest, but I'm just going to Rock Slide it. It's fine. Rock Slide and Earthquake. So, I messed up. I didn't actually check to see if the Ninetales activated Snow Warning before my Aerodactyl. So that's a misplay. And it could be Scarfed, and I wasn't paying attention. Let's see if it cost me the game. I wasn't paying attention. Normally you'd be able to see when speed tierings activate based off when they activate their abilities. And I almost want to say that Unnerve activated after the Hail, but I was, like I said, I just wasn't paying attention. And so we'll see. We'll see. Normally, I would activate my ability first. I would activate the Unnerve first. So, hopefully we get this. What's he get? Special attack. Always special attack against this board. And Earthquake. So yeah, it looks like we should be fine. Yeah, Garchomp's gonna go for that juicy Earthquake. And as long as we hit our Rock Slide on Ninetales, yes, that's really, really good. I don't want him Blizzarding me. I don't want him Aurora Veiling. And look how much damage we did to the Porygon. That is pretty good damage. I think I'm gonna Sky Drop it. Right? Do I want to Sky Drop it? Would Sky Drop do the... Sky Drop guarantees that I hit, which is why I would want to do it. And look at the Porygon. The Porygon's at half. So Porygon would take he would take an Earthquake, a Sky Drop, and then Hail for a turn. An extra turn of Hail. Or I could just Rock Slide it. I think Sky Drop's probably stronger. Let's look at the damage. It's a 60, right? I think Sky Drop's probably stronger, so we would be Sky Dropping the Porygon, right? And Earthquake. So Earthquake would go first because we're using a Scarf Chomp. So it would hit the Porygon, he would get Sky Dropped, take a turn of Hail, land, take damage. I think this is enough. Oh, we're gonna see. I'm gonna go for it. I don't want to miss the Rock Slide. That's like the big thing. I don't want my Aerodactyl to miss Rock Slide. And either way, this is probably a better play, because if I did miss Rock Slide, it's a total game loss. And let's say I didn't KO him this turn and he got his Trick Room up, well, the Marowak is going to would wreck us next turn in the Trick Room, or he has the potential. But now, we're delaying his Trick Room for an extra turn, and the Marowak's Protector is going to be on cooldown, so he's going to eat that juicy Earthquake. So let's see everyone take Hail. I think Porygon still takes Hail in the air, right? Please take Hail. There we go. Nah, I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't think Sky Drop can take it out from there. It's hard to say. It's actually just hard to say. But we're going to go for Earthquake, and he can land and Trick Room me if he wants, but I mean, I still have both of my bulky Pokemon in the back. So, I think we're going to be good, all right here. We should be able to KO this Marowak, too. Oh shoot, we didn't KO it. I mean, we almost KO'd it, but unfortunate. Let's see. Come on, big damage. Show me the big damage. Of course. Of course. Shadow Bone. So that's probably gonna KO. Yep. And I actually just want to see him Ice Beam, but I know he's Trick Rooming. Yeah. But hopefully we're gonna get a double KO off of this, right? Like, both those guys are so low that the hail should be able to just take him out, right? Please go away. Are you kidding? Alright, that's one down. Well, I'll take the KO on Porygon. Not like Marowak can actually recover or something. So the next thing I want to send out is probably going to be Arcanine. I think Arcanine's probably a better bet. Yep, so Juicy Intimidates here. Really good Intimidates. Marowak is going to KO itself. So, like, I guess I'll just protect with my Arcanine for a turn. I mean, he's just going to KO himself. So I'll just protect with my Arcanine and I'll just go for an Earthquake. I guess I could still lose. I could still totally lose. If he's Belly Drum Snorlax, I might lose. Yeah, I might lose. I'm not even kidding here. Belly Drum Snorlax is really good. If we got the KO on that Marowak, this would have been an easy game, I think. Because I just forced something Milotic out. It was for a Boomerang. No, why are you doing that, bro? Alright, let's see. How do we win? How many turns are there on the Trick Room? That's a good question. Because we're starting to chunk him a little bit. I mean, I'm just going to Flare Blitz an Earthquake. I don't think I one-shot my own Arcanine. I might. How many turns are on Trick Room? 2? 3? Yeah. Just going to go for a Flare Blitz and an Earthquake. Nothing else I can really do. Hopefully, we still win. We have 3 Pokemon, you know. He's going for a return. He's probably hitting that Arcanine. Yeah. Which means it's single target damage. Well, it would have been single target anyways, but single target Earthquake, here we go. Big damage. Look at the freaking damage! Are you kidding me? Look how much that does! That was a crit! That's big. Oh, come on, right when the hail stops. Alright, he's gonna go for a Recycle, but at this point I think it puts us in like the driver's seat to be able to grind it out. Because like Earthquake won't KO our Milotic ever. And right now, actually, if he hits our Garchomp, he'll just KO himself. We know he's going to be recycling. I'll Earthquake my Milotic for a turn. It's okay. As long as we keep him recycling, I think we're going to be able to win. That's like my plan here. So we'll see if it works. Let's see if Earthquake plus Scald does enough. I mean, if we get the burn on him, that'd be huge too. No burn. I never expect to get the burn though. Never, ever, ever. Alright, so how much damage are you doing to my own Milotic? I almost care more about that. I do not want to crit my Milotic. That would suck. This is the last turn of Trick Room? Okay. He's going for the cycle. If I crit my Milotic, that would be really bad. I could just protect with my Milotic, but I'm trying to go for... Like, what I think's going to happen is I'm going to Scald, I'm going to Earthquake, then Trick Room gets reset, and I just Earthquake him again. So that is the plan, right? I think we get it either way. I just also don't want to KO my stuff if I don't have to. There we go. Super Citrus, 50% Berry. I think I'm using the Wiki Berry on this guy. And perfect. Perfection. I shouldn't show that I'm Protect, but whatever. I already did it. That's game. We take it. Those are things that we take. Pretty good stuff. Like I said, my team has somewhat of a hard matchup versus Trick Room, but it's not unwinnable. Usually my elites are so aggressive that I can steamroll it into somewhat dealing with the Trick Room and trade cost inefficiently to somehow win the game. And if they're... Like, I think my worst matchup is probably the Snorlax, like the Belly Drum Snorlax. If it's a Curselax, like a Stockpile Lax, I can usually just Toxic those and be fine, but it is what it is. I think this team is pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think about this team in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.